Okay, so if you want to understand inflation, take a look at a soldier's leave and earnings statement, the Defense Finance and Accounting Service Military Leave and Earnings Statement. Okay, so the period is January of 2003. The total money allocated for the month is 1505. That's what he got. His take-home pay, where was that at? Or it was split. Hang on. Okay, it's mid-month pay. 992 is what it is. So here it says pay date. I'm not sure what that means, but I know Richard High was talking about BAS. There's $228 was taken out for the basic allowance for sustenance. The base pay is $21.75. BAH, which that's housing, $643. Well, that might. That's what's allocated, actually. So they give an additional BAH and BAS for the soldiers in the barracks and married. But it doesn't matter how many kids you have when you get, I can't remember what it's called, but there's an allowance for, it's family, it's some type of family pay, and it's around $300. That's all you get, it no matter how many kids you have. Now let's look here at the federal taxes. 179, FICA Social Security 134, FICA Medicare is 3154, state taxes, they pay state taxes, both state and federal, the soldiers do. SGLI, the $17 a month. Now, so from the year 2003, let's look up here, the year 2003, let's go back down here to SGLI. Do you think this SGLI, which is the Soldiers Group Life Insurance for $200,000, is what he selected? Do you think that's going to be the same amount of money in the year 2025 when we have inflation? The simple answer is no. This is just like the BAS, the basic allowance for sustenance, which is the food allowance. And so he's given $228. And I know Richard High in his video from Angry Cops was talking about money just disappearing. Well, the government tends to use deficit and budgetary constraints for inflation. So the mainstream is more inflation, what I've heard over the decades, and I've purposely used inflation in my own life, but I'm familiar with budgetary constraints and deficits, which means that we have inflation, and so the military is surfacing inflation. They can't keep up with it. They can't buy a house. They can't do anything. I'm not sure what the bond is and all this stuff. I don't know what that is. And it's an allotment